There's an old saying that practice makes perfect in life, and also practice makes perfect in sales. Well, I think about it like that and slightly differently. So I actually believe in permanence, and what I mean by permanence, by the way, is, in my opinion, when a salesperson is professionally trained, when they are skillful, when they are really plugged in and aligned to the company's mission, purpose and values, you've got a really high quality human being. When you've got that bit nailed, the most important thing then is to maintain really, really high levels of skill. So when you've got a human being who's like emotionally wealthy and skillful, and they've got tools and tactics and techniques and language and strategy and questions, and their skill set is high, when you combine the two, that's where magic happens. So from my point of view, every single day, the way to do this is to see negotiating and selling and exchanging contracts and winning deals, see that like a muscle. So for example, here in the Elite Closing Academy, in our head offices, in the heart of England, every single working day, our sales team have a huddle. And it's a bit more than a huddle. It's like a warm-up, a practice. It's like, let's do some role play. And the way we role play, by the way, first we have a commitment to role play, a commitment to permanently being great at selling and communicating. That's the first thing. Second thing is we schedule it every day, so it's a thing that we do. It's part of our culture. Just like if Usain Bolt's going to run a race, he doesn't turn up 1 minute before the race and just sprint. He turns up early and warms his muscles up and goes through his mindset patterns. Salespeople that are winning are exactly the same. They don't wing it. They're not winging it. They're well rehearsed, they're skillful, they're scheduled, they're on time, they're in the right energy, just like any other elite athlete. So I think once you have those things in place around practice, then the thing is to actually practice. And again, the way we practice is situational. We go, what are the live situations you've got at the moment that we can practice now? And we also make each practice as close to being live as possible. So we practice and make it even more challenging than the reality. So I think there's so many spin-offs to this. The other thing that's really important is we make sure that we are coachable. So we do live call sessions together, where at the end there's actually like a coaching session at the end of the call. Like, what went well? What could you do even better next time? What's the one thing we can practice now? So we do situational practicing to create permanent skill. And what that means is that the team, they're never guessing. They're never worried about what happens if somebody says X, or what happens if somebody says Y, or what happens if. See, the problem is, if you're constantly worried about what happens if questions in your own mind, then fear starts to take over and you become inactive. When you practice all the things that might possibly happen, you permanently have the skills to overcome any fears, and that's just good all round. It's good for you, it's good for the client, and it's good for the business.